Juneann Lewis Show. We're here to inspire you to your next level.
Hello, and welcome to the Juneann Lewis Show. Listen, I am so happy to be viewing with you guys and sitting with you for the second time. Our show, of course, as I said, is going to be here on every Thursdays at 2 p.m. I would love to see you and have you join me and join my wonderful guests. I promise you, when you come on my show, you're going to walk away with a knowledge of information, things that's going to have you going, aha, oh, I didn't know that. And I'll be happy to share those type of things with you. But before I get to all of that, let me do this. Let me introduce this guest that I cannot wait to introduce. This man, when I met him, when I talk about the fact that I'm from the Caribbean and South America, I love it because what this tells me is that as we come to the United States, the foreigners come to the United States, they're accomplishing things like this. And I'm truly glad that I'm part of his life. This man has 28 years in the Navy, and now he has a pilot club. It is called Infinity Aero Club of Tampa Bay. And if you live in the Tampa area, if you live even in Florida, you can get to this particular club. I advise you, please do. I want to introduce my fabulous guest that took me by surprise when I went over to his place. His name is Ricardo Foster.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, oh my goodness. Ricardo, it's such a pleasure to have you. Look, I was waiting for this particular moment for the longest while to get to finish our interview because I've been following Ricardo for quite a while now. And by the way, I want to tell you, this is where I go for my flight school. It's Ricardo. So yes, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to fly. Yes, yes. Well, Ricardo, let's begin. 3 years ago, you started this particular adventure with Infinity Aero Club of Tampa. And look, I know when I met you, I was very impressed with you. Do you see the dressing of this man? He is a pilot. So you've been flying for how long now?
Yes, we've been flying for about 30 years or more.
Tell me a little bit more about this vision that you had, because I know when you got out of the military, you did not go immediately into this. What did you do when you immediately got out of the military?
Yes, when I retired after 28 years in the Naval Services, I took a year off. It was a very long time, and so I took a year off to spend time with kids and family members. Basically, the time I became a beach bum. I learned how to become a beach bum, and it was a lot of fun. Black people don't go to the beach as often.
Yes.
It's fun, so
yes.
I learned a little bit about the value of being open in the ocean and spending time with family.
Yes, beautiful. Because we live here in Florida. If you did not take advantage of living in Florida with the children, that would have been wrong. So definitely, yes. And Ricardo, you had a vision after that. And your vision, you wrote it down. So tell us a little bit more about that, when you got the vision, what you did, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was a vision that came out of the church, actually. I went through a divorce at that time, and God had directed me to serve people. And in my heart, I was happy, and I said, hey, God, in a prayer, how can I bring about my two other passions of life under one roof? And I prayed about it, and I wrote it into a manifesto of how I can use aviation and business and ministering to people, serving people. And so what came out of that was Infinity Aero Club. And I wrote it down in 2014-15, and then I stepped out on faith, and in 2017 I purchased the airplane to finish up my license, a Cessna 172 that you saw at my location there.
Yes.
And then I purchased a house on an air park to fly and introduce kids and adults to aviation.
To aviation, right. And one of the things I want to say, whenever you go out to your place, you guys, listen, you're going to see all of this.
Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Foster, and this is my Aero Mansion home.
It's amazing because it's a house. It's a literal house when you drive up, in a subdivision when you drive up. And then you go to the back, and what do you see? You see this whole airfield in the back. Was it hard for you to find that house? Did you have your real estate agent look for that particular thing, or did you just stumble upon it?
No, it wasn't hard to find that house because I lived in the subdivision across the highway on
Oh, okay.
75. And in 2012, when I moved to Wesley Chapel, I noticed that there were airplanes flying over my home, and I was wondering where that came from. So since 2012, I said, I'm going to desire to live on that airport. And I prayed and started walking in faith, and 5 years later, I was able to purchase, that wasn't the first house I tried to purchase, that was probably the 5th or 6th house on that lot.
On that lot, did you try to purchase?
That's right.
Listen, you said something, and I want to address that. You talked about faith. You wrote it down. You had a vision. We always talk about that on the Juneann Lewis Show. Did you have a vision? You write it down, and the Bible says, make it plain, so that they that hear it can run with it, right? And we don't want to make this into a service. However, you had a vision, and you wrote it down. You're telling people that you can visualize, have that vision, and have faith, and see it come to pass. I want to talk about something. The reason I'm bringing that up. Where are you from? I want you to tell the audience where you're from and your journey here to the United States.
Absolutely. I'm originally from Jamaica, West Indies, and I came to the United States when I was 11 years old. I came to Brooklyn, New York, and I resided in that state of New York there, and I went to school. Subsequently, I went into the military at 17 years age as an enlisted personnel, and from there matriculated to being an officer in the Navy with a scholarship program that they promoted me to.
Wow, that's fantastic. And it was faith that brought you to the United States.
Absolutely.
Isn't that fantastic? Now, your program that you've got, Infinity Aero Club, I want you to tell everyone a little bit more about it, because definitely it's one of those unique situations where you have to see it to believe it. Please share with us a little bit more about what Infinity Aero Club is.
Yeah, Infinity Aero Club is a flying club, and flying club has been around for over 100 years, and flying clubs are made to kind of give the affordability to get into aviation, because being a pilot is very expensive. And so what the flying club brings about low cost, camaraderie, a community sense of belonging, and just a big loving family that comes together to kind of unite to help each other out. And so what our Aero Club is designed to do is to take it to the next level. We're mostly focused on the kids. We're mostly focused on the underserved kids, saying, hey, if you have little or no means to get into the aviation industry or career fields, we'll help you. We will help you with scholarships. We'll help you be exposed to drones, planes, being a pilot in the airlines, the military pilot, ROTC. We have Boy Scouts coming here. We have Aviation Merit Badge. So in a nutshell, our flying club promotes diversity, and our flying club's promotes community involvement. I can tell you more on a lot of different events and things that we've done over the last 2.5 to 3 years. And you would kind of say, wow, I didn't know that. I want to be a part of that. And you can be a part of that by joining our flying club.
Now, cutting you, what's something unique about your club that you just had with a youngster?
A lot of the senior instructors who have come and volunteer their time and give us these helpers, for lack of better words, so we can get kids to fly and explain. So one instance with a young man by the name of John Humphreys, he was one of those kids that could not, have the means to fly. So we were able to give him a scholarship in our aviation cadet program, and he soloed the plane here March 22nd of this year.
Hi, I'm John Humphreys. I am 15 years old. Right now we're at Infinity Aero Club in Tampa. An amazing flight club experience. When I was 14 years old, I soloed in a motor glider. I made a goal to myself to solo a plane when I was 14 years old, which is the youngest you can do it at. I hope to inspire many more people, many of you, to be able to come and reach your dreams, reach your goals, do something that is so amazing, so cool. I want to fly for the Navy. I want to fly fighters, land on boats, and then after that, go to Top Gun, be a test pilot, Blue Angel, things like that. And I want to go and be an astronaut and go to space.
I took the time out to speak to some of these young pilots. This young lady doesn't only want to be a pilot, but she wants to be a doctor as well.
No, this is actually not my first flight. My first flight was on my 14th birthday. I always like when planes fly over the sky, I like to watch them because it's always been my dream to become a pilot and fly around the world to give medical attention to those who really can't afford it. Because in my eyes, you shouldn't have to pay to, be healthy and get the proper help that you need. So.
Yeah. Even as a student here myself, I'm always impressed to see the young people get in and fly. I wish I had this when I was younger myself. There she goes.
So that was a huge milestone, and we are happy about that.
Yes. And you had a STEM that went on just recently, a few weeks ago, a STEM program?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about that particular one.
Yeah, we had a 4-week summer camp at our facility where we involved middle school kids, and we taught them about drones, aerodynamics, business planning, how to deliver objects with a drone, how to pick up objects with a drone. We taught them editing on their phone, and they were able to present each and every day some of those challenges that they did. And then we took them out to the facility to fly the simulators and the drone simulators, where they got so comfortable that they were able to fly the drones and the flight simulators and do the pre-flight inspections of the airplane to the point that they were being graded and they passed with flying colors.
Yes. And now please share with us anything else that you feel is necessary of you. Because ladies, I'm pretty sure you want to know if this man is single. Yes. Are you single?
I am actually single, and I'm here to say that I'm trying to get some things off the ground, like what you're talking about, reaching the populace. That's what this is all about. We're a nonprofit for a reason.
Now, I know you slide past that question. Are you single? But are you available?
Well, that's a matter of the heart.
Okay.
I want to be available.
We've got to get this man. It's so interesting for us to let him go. This is a good man that's out here, and I'm not sure if he has anybody, but that's what I'm trying to find out for you.
Right, and so I am currently working on myself through God and trying to pray for that right person to come into my life.
There you go. So he's single, but he's working through, and I understand that as a businesswoman myself, who I'm going through to build myself up to the next level. There's times when even though you're single, you still don't have time for a relationship. So I understand that.
Well,
yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for
yes,
that.
Yes.
I do have time for a relationship. It's
you
just
do?
the right relationship.
Oh, okay.
A godly woman who wants to come and serve with me on the mission field. This is my calling, and
Yes.
I do it for no money. I don't get paid. I think next year I'll increase my to $1, $2, and I don't take a salary. Maybe take $2 next year. And I really need someone who can partner with me on this journey to kind of serve the community.
So yes, so we're servicing everything here at the Juneann Lewis Show. I look out for you guys. I don't just bring you information on the people that are doing dynamic things. Maybe there's something that can happen for someone, but remember, you must be a godly woman, not just anybody just running in to take, but you must be able to be a giver, because I happen to know that statement that this man just made, where he does not take anything, it is so true. He lives off of his own money, and everything goes towards helping the children and helping his organization. So yes. One of the things I know that you and I talked about is in aviation, it covers a vast amount of fields of different positions that people can have. Share that with us, all of the different things that people can do in aviation.
Well,
besides being a pilot.
Absolutely. That's one of the things we do. Over the last year we went on tour with Aviation, which is a magazine that exposed kids to various different careers in aviation. And when we're on stage, I talk about the various different careers in aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, drone pilot, flight attendants, airline dispatchers. And just because you're in an aviation career, that doesn't mean that you have to be a pilot. That's just one of the skill sets you can do in the aviation industry.
Yes, you introduced me to that. So you said from drones to being an engineer to being a pilot to being a mechanic, all the different things that you can actually do in aviation. I didn't know that. The first thing you said aviation, people think you're going to be a pilot. That's what most people think you're going to be. So it's good that that's an eye-opener that most people don't know that. And to get into this field, it is not that challenging either.
No, it's not. It's all about knowledge. And a lot of the kids in the underserved community, the community that are poor, they don't know that these career options are available.
Yes.
So my goal is to bring them out to my facility, share with them what the possibilities are.
Right. And you know, one of the things it's great to hear you say about the underserved community, because I know I was always interested in being a pilot since I was a child. I had no clue that something like this exists, and maybe it probably didn't exist in my day, come to think of it, but I'm glad that you have the opportunity now for all the children, the younger generation, to be able to take part in this. How do you reach those underserved facilities and schools, and what do you do in order to get them? Because people need to know what it is that happens.
Well,
or how can they reach you as well?
Yeah, you can reach us by our website at infinityarrowclub.org, or you can reach us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/infinityarrowclub.
Yes.
And then you can reach out to me personally through my email at info@infinityarrowclub.org or ricardo@infinityarrowclub.org to reach out and get some more information on how you can either volunteer, donate some time. We do sponsorship, individual sponsorship, and corporate sponsorship as well to fund some of the scholarships that we offer to inner city kids or kids who are poor and don't know anything about aviation. You want to get in a discovery flight, for instance, or to look at maybe soloing an airplane.
Yes, that is fabulous. I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, the next 10 years? Where do you see this organization? What do you hope to accomplish?
Well, I hope to accomplish one of the main goals, just to talk about the next year. We have a budget, $500,000 to $1 million to reach to impact over 300,000 kids in the next year. And one of the things we're doing to do that is collaborate and partnering with high schools and middle schools from K all the way up to college level. And we want to get the kids out on Saturdays to our facility, give them tours. Every Saturday we're there from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 p.m. And we do introductory flights for a donation, of course, $75 donation. We do drone work, we do flight simulations, we do drone simulation, and we have industry aviation experts come and talk to you guys and share with you what's available out there for your children. So we just started a Pee-wee club, aviation club for 5-year-olds to 8-year-olds.
Wow.
And so we have aviation cadets that come out and you can see them actually train on our live simulators that are FAA approved, meaning that they can log it towards their certification to becoming a pilot later on.
Wow.
And so that's for the next year. The next 3 years, I'll be building a drone and repair course curriculum for young kids and offering it free once we can get enough sponsors to kind of get the local kids in our location sponsored and indoctrinated to drone and flight. So
thank you so much. And listen, I want to say after all of that, I truly am proud of you for the things that you're accomplishing. Ricardo, you've given us all of that information. I've delved into your personal life. Thank you so much for letting me do that. I want to ask you, I know you're doing so many dynamic and great things. What else are you doing at this point?
Well, there's a couple of things I'm doing.
Okay.
Being on tour, I get to impact over 50,000 kids over the last 2.5 years. And being on tour, a couple of those high schools and some of those nonprofit venues have asked me to start a STEM program. And so here locally with Tampa Bay Christian Academy, we're starting a drone program, in-school and after-school program, here subsequently this year into next year. And we even applied to an FAA grant, $500,000 to start this program, develop the program and implement it in the second year. This fall, we're starting a program in Huntsville, Alabama, a drone program with 15 students. So There are a couple other schools in California, Louisiana, where else? Peoria, Illinois will be starting drone programs and aviation programs, and we're still in the works with that. So if you want to know more about that, you want to start a drone program or a private pilot program that's very achievable at a lower cost than some of the flight schools are.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate that. And again, if it's anything, reach out to the Juneann Lewis Show for those of you who didn't get it, and we'll be happy to pass on information. Listen, we've got to pay some bills, and we've got to talk about our sponsorship. Our show today is sponsored by My Animation Life. My Animation Life is there to help you with any sort of animation that you have. Reach out to them on Facebook and on their website. As well as the Seashell Queen. Seashell Queen is making seashells fun again in a world that you have never seen. Reach out to them on Facebook or on Instagram. Thank you so much for those sponsors. All right, well, thank you again for watching. We're going to see you on every Thursday at 2 p.m. And that's on YouTube, that's on Facebook, that's on TikTok, that's on Twitter, that's on the Juneann G. Lewis Show. And all the other things is always going to be the Juneann Lewis Show. Thank you so much for watching, my audience. I truly do love you and look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Riley Breeden, and I'm a certified flight instructor here with Infinity Aero Club. I've been flying here we're here at the Tampa North Airport with our little Alta light sport aircraft here. I came and moved here to Florida this past year and started flying with Infinity Aero Club back in March. So it's been, like 4 or 5 months now, and I've really loved instructing and getting used to flying this new type of aircraft. I first started my pilot journey in Georgia, near Atlanta, at the beginning of 2020 is actually when I first took my first discovery flight. One of my friends actually started a pilot program, and that was out of the blue. They weren't really planning on becoming a pilot, but they had taken a discovery flight, which basically mimics your first flight lesson. You can go up in the plane, maybe take the controls for a little bit and experience what it would be like to learn how to fly. So when I heard about their experience, that inspired me, and I was like, well, I love aviation, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a discovery flight and see if this is something I want to do. So I went and took that discovery flight, and the first time I took off in the plane, I was hooked and was convinced that this is what I wanted to do. I needed to do everything I could to figure out how I could do it. But luckily I had mentors. There's so many different avenues in aviation that are open and available. Even if you don't want to become a captain or go fly for the airlines, there's charter companies and sightseeing tours, and now what I'm doing is what I love, is being able to merge teaching and instructing and inspiring others around me to also want to fly and show them that they can too also become a pilot and enjoy aviation. So it's something I'm really passionate about, and that Infinity Aero Club strives to do, is show other people that they can achieve their dreams. And maybe, who knows, you could come up here and fly and take your discovery flight with me in the Alto and catch that bug. I like to say the first takeoff, I feel like that's where people get, is they catch that bug, and once you break out and can see the world around you and look so small from up above, it shows you, you know, we're all connected and can enjoy this journey of aviation together.
Hey, how are you guys doing today? My name is Tyson Mickey. I'm here from Tampa, Florida. We're here at Infinity Aero Club today, and we're teaching a bunch of kids everything about aviation, STEM, entrepreneurship, engineering, mathematics, science, the whole shebang. That's what we do here. We have drones, we have airplanes, we have simulators, just about everything you can think of. In fact, I'm sitting in a full motion, like a manual full motion, almost 3-axis like simulator. So here we have our Warthog joystick, or Warthog throttle rather, F-16 joystick, the whole thing. It hooks up, we have a VR set, put your VR on, and you really feel like you're in real life. Here, I work as the Director of Marketing and Maintenance here at Infinity Aero Club, and I'm pushing real hard for the interim COO. So that'll be really cool, and I'm glad to be here. My main goal is to pour into these kids the same way that some people poured into me when I was younger. I really want to make sure that everyone understands that the possibility of aviation is endless, and it's not limited to anybody based on any of your economic background, your social background, where you're from, or who you know. The opportunity is available to anyone, and opening again those doors to kids is what I want to do in life, especially. And I'm glad that I can do that here every single day at Infinity Aero Club. We've touched over 30,000 kids in just the past year alone, and we're continuing to grow as an organization. So if you or anyone you know has someone that's interested in flight, technology, engineering, math, any of the multitude of scientific or mathematic fields or technological fields, definitely send them over here to Infinity Aero Club, and we'll make sure that they're taken care of. You guys have a great day and take care.
And the people that I'll introduce you are all dynamic people, and Ricardo is one of them. Thank you so much for being on the show. I truly do appreciate you being here, my brother, and we have to have you back again.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, yes.